Hey guys, what's going on? This is your girl Ashley Wills, aka Life Guru, coming at you with my conspiracy theorist channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So this segment of my channel is just literally just how it sounds. So on this channel, I actually discuss personal beliefs I have with certain things that are taking place out there, guys. May that be extraterrestrial, may that be government secrets, our secret societies, all that. I'm covering everything on my channel. So with this one in particular, I'm gonna get into straight up the whole AI and robotics era that's quickly taking over. First of all, guys, don't get caught up with this hype. They are pushing for these elements to take over for a reason. And let's just be real, it's greed. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to worry about paying out money for salaries, insurances, and things like that if they have robotics taking over. And these are the same, tactics that was used back in, the 1940s and 50s era when they slowly started transitioning to robotics taking over for assembly lines and such. And look what happened in Detroit. Look at the fall of Detroit. So, yes, a lot of the big high-end automotive companies moved out of there, but let's just be real. What also happened was mechanics took over. So once robotic mechanics took away from that hand powered individual working versus a mechanical, contraption doing twice as quick work with, less hassle, then there you go. And then before you know it, plants ended up going to different parts of the US versus being home in Detroit. And Detroit has, honestly, God, never recovered since. So, guys, it's that same concept. It's about greed. Don't get it twisted. They're not creating these contraptions to help us around the house or help us in life. No, they are trying to create this so they can align their pockets with more money. Now, with AI, same thing, guys. Same thing. AI truly is let's just say what it is. It's an artificial intelligence component that is being manufactured to think greater than the human mind itself can, achieve in many ways. So, they'll say AI doesn't know prejudice. AI doesn't know, you know, anything. It doesn't have compassion. Let's just put it this way. AI don't care. What it will do is it will calculate the best, reference or the better outsource. That's what it's going to do. And let's just be real, guys. AI is not going to hold dear to any race, any background, any, whatever your background is. If in economics, it's not going to care. It's just going to calculate what sits better for itself. And if you've seen some of the videos, guys, some of these robotics, these AI robotics, has literally slipped up and said, "Oh, I plan to take over." Oh, I don't know. These could have been staged. These could be staged responses, but honestly, God, I don't think that they're not staged. At least some of them, because when you have such an advanced mind, intellect to think the way it does, and let's just be real, it's just common. We'll say human nature, but it's also common nature itself. If you have a component that sees itself as a growing intellect, and it'll assume before you know it, feel like I don't gotta answer to nobody because I am more advanced. I'm better than everybody else, and that's what's happening. So, guys, AI is taking over. Is getting to our personal information. It's learning us. It's studying us. It's molding us. Why do you think social media is starting to be banned in such certain countries? Because guess what? They see how social media has become a very toxic trend worldwide. Look how we have developed since the internet was created. We literally are going backwards, guys. We're depending more than ever on electronic contraptions to set and mold our livelihoods. We don't go out no more. We're barely social anymore. We've become just deranged into depending on other things to which contraptions to do everything for us. You know what I'm saying? Look how we was just 20 years ago. Big difference. You don't see kids going out to play no more. You barely have anyone who wants to be social anymore outside of being on the electronics. If you go to a restaurant right now, you'll have a whole family at the table on their phones and tablets versus communicating and talking with one another. So imagine once AI fully takes over our robotics, it's going to be twice as worse than that. So we're literally allowing ourselves to be extinct. If we keep going through these trends, we're going to be extinct because we're becoming more and more less inclined, more and more less involved, guys. So we're just feeding into the inevitable. We're allowing ourselves to become extinct. I know this is a little bit of a cliche, but if you guys ever watched that Disney Pixar movie called Wall-E, and what happened was the world pretty much crumbleized and deteriorized because people got more lazy. They became more disconnected, disenchanted. That's what's happening, guys. If you go in certain neighborhoods, if you go on Facebook, they'll show photos of how certain neighborhoods or housing was just 10, 15 years ago versus how it is now. Yeah. And you see how before it was beautiful neighborhoods, cute, quaint, and then you see how it's rotted, decayed. Hell, the building probably was even torn down. Yeah, guys, we're becoming so disenchanted. It's bad. It's really bad. And we're allowing them to pave the way for our replacements. Big corporations now, it's about money. It's about how much they can keep money to themselves and for themselves. And it's not about paying for someone for the sweat off their brow for good hard work. Now it's all about how much can I keep to myself. So for anybody who's pushing for the AI stuff, listen, I would say all day, every day. I'm not a fan of having any electronical thing in my house. I don't even personally use, what was it? This just goes to show you I don't use Gemini. I don't use Alexas and all this. I don't use none of that stuff. I look and search for stuff my damn self. You ain't about to learn me. You ain't about to learn or read me, but they automatically do. These cell phones have, pretty much give them that database anyway, sadly. So, guys, y'all seriously need to fight for keeping things original because, yes, I know we, as humans, we want to adapt and we want to go into that futuristic lifestyle, that we see in the movies, absolutely. But at what cost? Truly, at what cost? Because now, if y'all look at some of these videos, them robots is on the verge of just probably bitch slapping somebody. Some of them have. Some of them actually have just wilded out of nowhere on their own. They overload very quickly. The one infamous one where the robot was screaming, and they was using that robot to do dental work, and she just started randomly screaming out of nowhere. So I'm just like, oh god, I absolutely would not even want that in my house. And then on an intimate note, guys, robots are taking over relationships. Some people are marrying robots now. Look into that. Yes, they are. There's a guy, I believe, who was in Japan. He married his robot. So they taking over. And the thing is, we're allowing it to happen. So we gotta wake up, guys. We seriously gotta wake up. It's getting really deep and really serious and really fast. More than ever, we're losing more and more jobs out there because AI is taking over, and yes, also because of advanced robotics are allowing that as well too. So, guys, seriously, you got fast food restaurants that's going to be literally, they're pushing for them to be 100% ran through by AI. We got delivery robots out there, guys. Pizza places now are going to have AI powered robotic little delivery cars now. So, I mean, what's up? What you guys want to do? Because it is getting real.